残月たちと。残月、俺の邪魔をするなとも言わない。俺自身で戦う。
Okay, so a little late on this, to say the least, but I figured, hey, we're not going to get another Bleach episode until July, to my understanding. So I was like, hey, let's do it. Let's wait it out a week, like normally it is, weekly episode reviews, and let's do this. So this episode was the final episode of this quarter. They're going to break it up. I think it's a 4 quarters, the arc. And, we get to see Ichigo get his true ZANPAKUTO. So basically how this worked is his original ZANPAKUTO, which was broken, really wasn't his ZANPAKUTO. We find out, Nemiya tells him that the guy who makes the ZANPAKUTO, created the ZANPAKUTO, tells him that basically the ZANPAKUTO he's been using was really just a manifestation of his hollow powers and his Quincy powers, and they never really unlocked his true ZANPAKUTO. So here he gets his true ZANPAKUTO, which is what we just saw, which is the 2 swords right here. Well, really, this is more of like a hatchet, and this one represents his Quincy powers. The big sword represents his hollow powers. So it's kind of a very unique ZANPAKUTO because he's the only Shinigami who's a hybrid of the hollow, a Quincy, and a Shinigami. So he's got all 3, and he's very, very OP, as well as other stuff. Won't go spoil too much, but basically, yeah, he's very OP. And we find out in this episode, and this is a big thing for the anime only watchers, that Zangetsu is like a younger version of Bach, of Yuha Bach. That's why it looked very similar. It wasn't that Kubo was lazy on the designs; it really was intentional. And but basically, he's kind of separate than Bach, but he is Bach. It's, even Ichigo's very confused, as we are watching during the episode. Even I read the manga years ago, and I'm still kind of confused. But basically, there's 2 Bachs. Zangetsu, well, basically, Bach is the source of all the Quincy power. That's why, like, when he withdrew some of his powers in the past, Ichigo's mom lost her powers. That's how she was killed by Grand Fisher. Very similar thing here, where basically Zangetsu is like, you can think of him as he's a part of Bach in Ichigo that gives him his powers. And Ichigo has been relying on him this whole time, as well as his hollow side. But now he's not going to rely on them. He's got his true ZANPAKUTO, which, along with the powers he got from them. So in a sense, he kind of is relying on them, but just, he's got his true power, basically, to sum it up. It's, kind of confusing, but yeah, that's the best way I can explain it. And I've been watching Bleach and reading it for a long time. But yeah, so this episode is really Ichigo focused. Ichigo is, him getting his ZANPAKUTO. This is really what this episode was about. And yeah, I just wanted to do this review. It's been, over a week. I still can't believe we're not getting another episode till July. It really sucks. But, they say, hey, the animation's going to be worth it. I hope it is. I believe it probably will be. And yeah, I really did like this episode, even though it was simple. It was just, Ichigo getting his ZANPAKUTO. It was really cool to see. And we get a little shot, too, at the end of Uryu and Bach, where Uryu is going to team up with Bach, and we'll see how that's going to go. Now, there's going to be a lot of interesting things with that. I won't spoil too much for the non-manga readers. But, yeah, the next quarter, especially if the animation is as good as this one, will be amazing. So look forward to that in July. And, yeah, don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. We need to get this YouTube channel up on the subscriber count, even though I, didn't mind it at the current subscriber count. But it would be cool to get it higher. It would be a little bit cooler if we could hit 100 subscribers soon. And also, for the people that watch the re-uploads on TikTok, also don't forget to like. It is also greatly appreciated on TikTok as well. And wherever you are, have a great day, and peace out, and look forward to Bleach when it comes back. Have a great day, everybody.